viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing Dignitas versus Complexity, and yeah, from the previous matches we should really vote for Dignitas here to win. Although Complexity did almost beat TSM, but well, Dignitas is not TSM, so yeah, there's that. But well, at least Complexity, they showed that they can actually do something, and yeah, they did place the ward as exactly in time, and the wrong pink ward. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, placing the pink ward in the wrong spot so they cannot see the ward, and that puts the end to that invade. So yeah, wasting a pink ward plus, negating the invade with one simple ward is kind of a big deal. So anyway, the Dignitas team now back in their lanes. They're currently just sitting around. Yeah, and there's going to be a ward over the wall. Nicely done. And they do see the ward, which is actually a really strange thing. Why do they show the wards before they go invisible? It's really strange, because you're not supposed to know that someone is spying on you. But hey, whatever. It's a choice, I guess. But it is kind of strange that you are allowed to destroy wards before they go invisible, and that you that you can actually see when someone can see you. So yeah, well, whatever. Anyhow, we see that both teams are kind of going for their own jungle. It is a Mumu on the one side versus a Volibear on the other side. Both of them are really good gankers, so we're going to have to see how that works out, because that is a really, it's a cool combination. And oh, Rise so low, but are they going to pick up the blue buff? No, the blue buff reset. Oh man. Yeah, they are going to pick up the blue buff, but it took so much, because it reset, and then, yeah, well, they lost quite a bit. Anyway, we have Gragas versus Rise in this bottom lane. That's why Rise wanted to start off with the blue buff, just to get that additional advantage. And they are going to have a Mumu without anything, though. He doesn't have a blue buff, he only has a red buff, and that is going to make jungling for him very hard. Of course, not impossible. We have the bottom laners in mid lane, so they just switched that. Not a really big switch, but well, they did decide. Both teams decided that this would be good, and yeah, I guess there's that. But I'm not really sure why they switched here. I think that Gragas was pretty confident he could 1 versus 2, because he can, and then well, the red team kind of decided, well, we're not going to allow him to go 1 versus 2. Because Rise sucks at that, and we are going to just switch the lanes as well, so they are still 2 versus 2 and 1 versus 1, which is better for the red team than for the blue team, I guess. But holy crap damage. Yep, the first blood goes to Darius, very nicely done, and they do pick up that Rumble kill. And are we going to see? No, the nice interference there from our boy there, Alistar. No, Alistar actually making sure that that wasn't a kill. And Rise, as you can see, still at full mana, so the mana buff working out for him, but not at full mana. He is spamming spells, but he really needs to, in order to prevent that from pushing. Normally, of course, he would go home, and oh, nicely done. Very aggressive move there, and they are going to get a double kill here. No, the flash and the shield prevented that from happening, and yeah, that was a pretty expensive save there for Varus, because he lost both of his summoner spells, and normally we see that one summoner spell is enough. The jungler is coming in to put some defense in that lane, and oh, the Volibear! Come on, Volibear, do your thing! Yeah, Rumble is in trouble though. Rumble can still die here, and is not going to, because he runs away and Volibear picks up the kill. Nicely done. So Amumu comes in here to to support the lane while the Thresh is out of there. But he is now going to go aggressive, going to pick up a kill, and they are going to lose one as well. But then, oh yeah, there's the second kill. Thresh gets that though, and Thresh is of course a better. Well, it's a kill for Thresh and a kill for Alistar. It's better for him to have it than for Mumu to have it. So that was well played by Alistar, running away so that there was only the possibility for the sorry, for the support to get that kill instead of for the AD carry or for the jungler, because both of those can do a whole lot more with that well, that additional gold. And of course, yeah, the Amumu already picked up a kill, so yeah, there's that. Oh, he didn't get the kill. Okay, he actually lost that kill apparently. I don't really understand how that happened, because the Draven was at such low health. I don't know. I really don't know what happened then. But hey, whatever. It doesn't matter. I kind of assumed he would pick up that kill because, well, he's a Mumu. He has several ranged abilities, although not very long range. Only his Q is very long ranged, and the rest is kind of it's acceptable, I guess, but it's not brilliant. Oh, look at the damage on Thresh! So much damage coming out from that Draven, and Draven just continuing on to do the damage. And they pick up Varus as well. Varus not a really well standard pick for tournaments, and here we see why he really can't go up against the damage that that Draven brings to the table. And really, yeah, the basic attacks from Draven are of course the same as those from Varus, but yeah, the utility or the damage in those skills are way higher for our Draven. And Draven just doing a good job, just pounding on the damage, and lands 2 kills. So Volibear also landed a kill there. I know, but it's not about getting the last hit on the kill for me. I mean, without the Draven, they would have never picked up those kills. Without the Volibear, yeah, it would have been a little more difficult, but they probably still would have been able to. So the switch comes in. The switch already came in when Rice was in mid, obviously. But yeah, they are going to go 1 versus 2, and wow. Yeah, Skara knowing exactly what to do there. He was standing to wait, or he was waiting in that bush to just get the opportunity to go 1 versus 1 with one of these, well, under-farmed champions. And that is exactly what happened. Oh, Mumu. Mumu is going to give away his red buff, but to who? It is, yeah, it's Rumble who picks that up. Rumble is going to have a red buff now, and that is going to really suck now for Darius. It is 19 versus 52 minions, so it's kind of time that Rumble got a little bit of additional power. Because, well, he is behind quite significantly. 30 minions behind, that is 2 kills. So that's equivalent to 2 kills. And that is, of course, a very big deal. Because with the well, 2 kill advantage, he can actually buy a whole lot more, well, just damage and defense and stay alive and do damage and whatever he needs. And yeah, well, Darius is already very strong, so yeah, it only becomes worse and worse when these kind of things happen. So we have a 2-man gang coming in, and 2 very tanky dudes at that. And here we go. Nicely done. The ultimate from Greg is exactly in time. A double kill for Volibear, and Volibear jungle working out brilliantly this time. But yeah, well, Volibear jungle is of course very strong. It is much stronger in CC than, for example, Nasus jungle, which we have seen quite a lot this this tournament. But yeah, it's not as strong CC wise as a Mumu jungle. But then again, well, Volibear just has that that movement speed boost that is really strong. And oh yes, he finally gets the kill back. It takes him a flash, But it is, and an ultimate obviously, but it is well worth it. Oh my god, he took back a kill. That is so good. Because he was so behind that he couldn't really afford to lose anymore. And yeah, saves his tower, gets a few minions, gets a kill. And that kill puts him 15 minions back. So with the 30 minions ahead, he's only 15 minions ahead now. So that makes it, there's one kill between them, about 300 gold. And oh, hello. Yeah, the Volibear not really too scared of that anymore, but he is going to walk out, of course, because Amumu can still do pretty significant damage. Thresh, not so much. He is 1 and 4, has 1 minion, but the 1 and 4 really means that he has been out of the lane for quite a while, which also means that he's probably under-leveled and such. And oh, the ultimate from Amumu, is it going to be enough? Oh, it's easily going to be enough. Yeah, the pull from Darius is of course a nice follow-up on that. And yeah, they are going to be able to just, well, get 1 kill and then maybe get a dragon out of that. But yeah, the rest of the team does not want that to happen. Oh, Skara goes down. The Gragas, that is. And yeah, he was kind of a significant part of this team. They had a lot of damage, and we finally have... Oh, we don't have that kill on Varus. I thought Varus would have picked up that kill. I didn't really pay attention to who actually picked up the kill. Nice ultimate from Rumble. Oh, he stood in that for quite a while, not because he wanted to, but because he needed to. Because he needed to get out exactly through there. Rumble goes down to Varus. Varus finally picking up his first kill. And yeah, as you can see, 6-0 Volibear. That is not a good carry, but he can still do some pretty nice things. Because he can do... well, he can grab people right in the beginning of a fight. And, well, with his ultimate, he can still do some damage at least. But yeah, he's going to build mostly defensive items, defensive support items. And yeah, he's going to be fine now. He has a pretty good chance of not dying all game. And that is, of course, not true for any of the others. Because, well, Amumu would have had a similar chance. But, well, he's already 0-2. He's... yeah, 6 kills behind on the Volibear. And yeah, you can see how 6 kills would make a big difference. And since their minions are pretty much equal, he doesn't really have that additional gold that we sometimes see on junglers. I mean, especially Nocturne jungle gets... Well, you have several more, but some of the junglers get so many minion kills that it really doesn't matter that they don't have kills. Well, it sucks for the rest of the team, but... It really doesn't matter too much, and yeah, Rumble not able to hold off that entire minion wave. I kind of thought he might be able to, but then yeah, the turret would have fallen to the first shot that was done by a champion, so it didn't really matter. Well, in the end it does matter for the very simple reason that yeah, now you give the gold away at 13 minutes. And if you give away that gold at 15 minutes, that makes a big difference. That's yeah, it's not only the pure gold, it's also when people get the gold, because well, with gold you can make more gold. That's how this game works. Because if you have gold, you can buy more items, and with more items you can buy, or you have more power, so more either AP or physical power, so attack damage. And with more attack damage or AP, you can get more minions and more kills. So in the end, yeah, if you get all of your gold in the end of the game, then it's not nearly as useful as getting all of your gold in the beginning of the game. Well, you're not going to get all your gold in the beginning of the game, but you get the point. If you get fed early on, it's way more, well, useful, way more valuable than gold obtained in the end of the game. It's also why Dragon is so good early game, but not very good late game. And a big team fight. The Volibear goes down. He did die then, but as you can see, everyone is low. Unfortunately, they're not going to pick off everyone, but they are at least going to pick up one or two. Oh, the Darius is still alive. Oh man, yeah, he is so dead because one skill from Gragas would kill him. It doesn't really matter which skill, well, except for the drink. But yeah, all of the other skills would have hit him, or would have killed him if they hit him. And so it ends up being a 2-for-2 trade, I believe. Yeah, Volibear went down as well, so it's a 2-for-2 trade. Unfortunately, the money went in the direction of the guys that killed Volibear, because Volibear was 6-0. That, of course, is a huge killing spree for a tournament. Because, well, in the last game, I believe it was 5-5 for the entire match. So, yeah, you can see how that works. If you get 6 kills in a row, that is a big deal. Obviously, with 15-8, 6 kills is a little bit less of a big achievement than with, well, with a low scoring game. But yeah, for some of the pro games, we see that the scoring is just very low, and it's all about those minion kills, because that is what they do. The minion kills is exactly how they get their money, and if they get a kill every now and then, yeah, that is of course pretty useful. So the ward gets taken out, but it at least saw that there are 3 champions there. And yeah, that's exactly why they pinged that. Anyhow, yeah, Draven is going bottom lane, just going to farm up a little bit more. He has been farming pretty nicely, but is still at similar farm as the Varus. He's 1 kill ahead, but 3 assists behind. So I guess they kind of are at the same amount of gold. The mid laner is exactly the same. Well, except for that the Gragas has all of the assists and 1 kill ahead. But yeah, well, they're still at pretty equal amounts. And top lane, well, 2 kills and a few minions ahead for the Darius. But at least it's not bad. I mean, Darius, yeah, he was pretty far ahead in the early game, and then he lost that 1 kill and pretty much, well, lost from there. Hopefully it will not stop lagging. So we're going to switch over to the, oh yeah, okay. We're going to switch over to the lower resolution. I'm sorry about this, but this site just sucks. It is Twitch, by the way, for those of you wondering. But Twitch no longer has videos. They now have all streams. So they restream on command. So if I want to see this game, I can. That's no problem. But it will only allow me to store about 10 minutes into my buffer. So it will only allow 10 minutes. And then during, well, me watching the game, it will buffer more. But, well, I want to buffer the entire match before I start, because otherwise I get this. I run out of well, buffer about halfway through, and then I have to switch, because otherwise I would have to stop, rebuffer, and yeah, since Twitch is a very slow site, yeah, it really doesn't make for a good watch. But anyhow, we're going to steal the blue buff here. There you go. I don't know who got it, but someone got it. Oh, it is Gragas who ends up with it, or Volibear. One of the two. It is actually Volibear who ends up with it. Gragas apparently already had one. But here we go. Come on. Go on this team. Oh, nice ultimates from Gragas. Really dispersing the entire enemy team. And they do save the Amumu, but yeah, Amumu is not the only target that is available. The Darius goes down, and are we going to be more? No, it's just a 1-for-1 trade. Volibear once again goes down. He's now 6-2, and yeah, really, after that start, he has made some, well, let's run in full or head first kind of plays, and yeah, that really isn't what you want to do normally. But yeah, it has resulted in his team getting kills, and yeah, well, that may be exactly what he needs. So yeah, the Thresh a little bit too late on checking there whether whether he was actually gone, and finds out that he wasn't actually gone. He was still recalling, and yeah, he did recall successfully. So Moon would just continuing on to jungle. And another red buff here, this time for the Darius. Did he not catch that? Sorry, not Darius, Draven. Ah, names are so close together, man. They get mixed up in my head. It's completely retarded, I know. But you know who I mean, so don't bitch about it if I mess up a name. So many people bitch about that. Who cares? It's a name, dude. So there we go. We are going to group up here and going to try to at least do something. Why didn't he take out the ward? Oh, he did take it out now. Okay. So, yeah, they did place a ward in that bush as well. So with the ruby sidestones, or sidestones in general, it's really, well, easy to place wards everywhere now. And of course, with the ability to place wards everywhere, it is actually pretty easy to keep track of where the enemy team is, if your team is good enough for that. I mean, we still need to watch the minimap and see where the wards are, or watch where the wards are. And oh, he messed up again. Really? Second time in that bush. So yeah, that bush is virtually impossible to deward with a pink ward, so you shouldn't even try. You should just buy oracles for that, because that bush runs in such a strange direction that it's yeah, it's bugged basically. You should be able to see it, but it runs in like a very tight corner in the bottom side, and wards cannot look through that. I don't know why. They should just detect it anyway, because, well, these kind of bugs kind of screw up the place. We've seen 2 today, so it's kind of screwy that way, but they should just allow pink wards to detect everything in their vicinity, like in Dota basically. In Dota they just detect everything, they just don't see it, but if you create vision on that region, you will still detect the invisible stuff. Which is exactly the way pink wards should work, but pink wards do give you vision in this game, so, well, there's that. I guess it's just easier for people to have it give vision as well. But yeah, the team on both sides kind of divided amongst everything, so a little bit of jungling, a little bit of laning. Top lane, bottom lane, both have one guy in it, and bottom lane is now going to be joined by Rice, and we are actually considering, oh, a nice flash. He would have died otherwise, but yeah, they are considering to go for Baron at this point. We are 23 minutes in, almost 24, so we should be able to do it. It is just that yeah, we do need the help of this Draven, because Draven is our main damage for now. Obviously not the only one that does damage, but he does have quite a significant amount of damage, especially with those spinning axes. And the spinning axes are of course really good at just taking down a single target, especially if you can catch them, because if you can't catch them it's pretty useless. I don't know who ended up with it. Not this team, so someone on the blue team. So successful steal once again, and yeah, Draven just continues to farm. Just yeah, says the more farm the better, and both of the AD carries at 160 minions. It's pretty impressive, because, well, we have seen Draven farm all game long. No ultimate coming out. Yeah, that ultimate was too late. He didn't know where his target was anymore. So yeah, there's that, and Draven wants to just heal up on this guy then. Yeah, what are you doing, man? That's just giving away a kill. How did he not finish that? I guess he was afraid of this happening. Yeah, he could have finished that kill and then gotten killed anyway, but yeah, Draven has been on his own farming all game long, and that's why I'm so impressed by the Varus actually having a similar amount of minions, actually being ahead now, because I haven't seen him farm in the side lanes at all. It has been Darius that did that, and Darius is actually at 135, so he's not really at high farm at all. 235 at Greg is of course the highest here. And yeah, the Draven really making a big mistake in farming, well, there all the time. And are we going to? Yes, nicely done. Wow, just grabs the kill all on his own, with a little bit of assistance of course, but mainly on his own, and really just being safe. And I don't even know, yeah, he did use his flash for that. I wasn't sure if that was a flash or his body slam, but apparently it was his flash. But yeah, well, we have another kill there, and another kill for Gragas is pretty significant. But yeah, they didn't put they didn't get the Baron, which is also a pretty significant thing. So trading one kill for not grabbing Baron. Yeah, not sure. I'm not sure. They did scare away the red team pretty hard though. So they might actually be able to do that again. Not scaring off the red team, but getting the Baron, and this time actually taking it out. So yeah, we are going to take down this tower. No, the tower stays up. Oh man, really? Now he has to overextend to actually get the tower. He was actually still fine, and yeah, now he's going to pick it up with some minions. Okay, this is cool. Oh man, that was pretty close to Ryze actually being able to do something there, and Draven did need to use his ultimate, and he spent quite a bit of extra time there, longer than he wanted to. So no smite used there on that dragon. I guess they were pretty safe, but well, blue team gets it, and Volibear still has his smite up for Baron, because that's the target they really want. They really want to have that Baron. And yeah, well, Greg is grabbing the blue buff, which is excellent. And yeah, we do have an Oracle, so that is good. That means that we can actually clear out all of the wards that are close to it. And there is this one ward that is still there, the pink ward in that little bush where Greg has got the kill earlier. Yeah, that one still needs to be taken down, and then they need to ward it up on their own. But once again, a ward goes down. Very safe to ward from that side, obviously. It's not very safe to stay in that side. We saw that earlier, with the Gragas just jumping through the walls. Yeah, that's not what you want to happen to you. But anyway, we do get the pink ward there. And is he going to check the Baron pit once again? Yeah, he is going to check it. I'm not actually sure if he saw it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So yeah, the lanes are all pretty much still in middle, so around the river, and that means that they need to push them a little bit to gain a little more vision, as well as just have a little more time to do stuff. The blue buff, yeah, it did go to Ryze there, so they didn't steal it this time. Rumble Ultimate, very useful for a lot of things, but not for stealing buffs. And oh, the stun didn't land, and then the ultimate also didn't land. Yeah, that is quite significant because that Amumu ultimate is really good at just snaring an entire team or stunning an entire team, and that of course is not something you want to lose. And Cutie Pie just going to town on this tower. Has a little bit of defense now from the rest of his team and is going to take out the tower for no losses at all. Wow, that is yeah, that is a very aggressive move. So they're going to try to take down this tower as well. And Volibear and Alistar, of course, not really doing enough damage to do anything there. Wow, what was that? Why did he use his ultimate there to clean out that minion wave? He wasn't going for any kill or anything like that, and losing that ultimate seems pretty significant to me. I mean, it is a pretty big deal that you have that ultimate up during this next team fight, because there is going to be a team fight. I'm assuming. No? Okay, or not. It seems that Alistar's Oracle is going to time out pretty soon, by the way. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah. The entire red team trying to get something done here. Well, not the entire red team. I just noticed that Varus was all the way back in the base. And it was just a Mumu actually being aggressive. The rest just stood there. Kind of Darius went top. Thresh was like, yeah, I'm not going in on that. Screw you. No, they are going to defend their lane, obviously, but they don't want to be too aggressive about it. Oh, wow. Ryze taking some free damage there. It's not significant damage, but still, it's free damage. It's one of the barrels that he just tossed out just for the fun of it. I mean, he didn't expect to hit anything because there were no minions. And he had no vision over it to begin with. Oh, Greg is in some trouble here. Gragas is going to die. Oh, and then the Rumble dies as well. Yeah, they did get some damage done on the enemy champions, but that was definitely not good. The long respawn timers, of course, mean that now actually the Baron is wide open for the red team. They are, however, going to lose the Darius. Oh, Draven doing a good job and actually using his flash to be safe and just get out of there. Yeah, the Volibear unfortunately is going to die. No, he's going to run the other way now. I thought they had that, but yeah, they did have that. Okay. They kind of wanted to go for another kill in addition to that Volibear kill that was already secured. But, well, two guys still alive. And, oh no, the rest comes back up. Rumble, Gragas are back up. And, well, we are probably going to lose this this dragon. Because with 10-second respawn time, I don't think they will be there in time. But it depends on whether the red team actually wants that. They can see that the Rumble is here. So they can actually just take out... Oh yeah, Varus interrupts his recall, is going to go for that dragon. And yeah, that's a free 1,000 gold. And they need that. They are 5,000 golds behind 5.5. And yeah, they really need this dragon to make that 4,500. And yeah, pretty significant. Even though, yeah, dragon in the late game, not nearly as strong as dragon in the early game. It is still significant. But yeah, you can see at this point, it is about 2% of your total gold value. Yeah, obviously, you don't want to lose more, or you don't want to lose that in the early game, because then if you have 10k gold, it's 10% of your total gold value, and that is pretty significant. 2%, however, yeah, that doesn't really matter too much. It still may actually end up to matter if you lose several, but still, with the relatively long respawn time, it's not going to be that significant. And the blue team does pick it up, this time with a smite, I'm assuming. Yeah, he did use his smite. And, well, they did pick it up. And with the entire team here now, one guy is missing. At least I only saw 4. Where's number 5? I don't know. Maybe they're all here and I just missed it. No, I am missing someone. I'm missing Draven, I think. Huh. I don't know. Oh, Draven is in mid lane. Yeah. I saw him now. I saw him. So there you go. The minions get cleared out. They are not able to take down any towers for now. But they need to group up for that. But yeah, well, now the bottom tower is undefended. Well, maximum 1 defender. Oh, the tower is already down, by the way. So the inhibitor is undefended. They are going to choose their target. And they are going to try to assault that with the entire team. Except for one, normally. Because, yeah, you have someone like Gragas who split pushes. And that makes it that much harder to actually defend. But Gragas is not going to be able to do this on his own. Oh, he does get spotted. Does get caught by that snare thingy. But it doesn't matter. So much damage going off on Darius. And he does get rescued by the lantern. But yeah, well, as you can see, he's pretty tanky. So it's pretty hard to kill him. But yeah, that scared him enough to retreat a little bit too far. And oh, Darius try to recall, but yeah, it got disrupted. So there's that. So they're going to lose another tower now, because both Amumu and Darius are out, and I'm assuming that the blue team can actually make that work now, but they do need minion wave to go with that. And Amumu being aggressive, but is the only one that is aggressive, unfortunately for them. And the red team successfully defends mid for now. He's it's not out yet, or it's not done yet. I mean, every minion wave there's a new push coming in, and Ryze is going to recall. Of course, they don't know that Ryze is not here, but they do know now that there are only 3 guys defending. Ryze is coming back in, and this is the beauty of those boots. Those yeah, that actually. That boot that you upgrade, where after 8 seconds out of blah blah you get additional movement speed. Those are really useful for these kind of situations, and that's exactly why they're made. They're made to allow you to recall and get back into the lane without losing any frontline time. And that's why you recall instead of running back, because you're still in the front of the fight. And then once the recall goes off, you're on the summoner platform, but you already get your 200% extra movement speed. And yeah, that is of course super significant, or 100% extra, I don't know. Something like that. It's ridiculous. Almost leaving that at 1 hit. But they are going to be safe with that. They are going to take it out and run away. So 2 inhibitors. And of course that was on the back of a team fight. They won quite heavily. Well, not quite heavily. It's a 3 versus 2 team fight. It's not that big a deal. But they did end up with 1 more champion. And they are already ahead. So yeah, there's that. It's pretty much impossible to defend for the combination of, I believe it was Thresh and Mumu, which was still alive. And yeah, that was not going to defend anything at any point. So, yeah, the entire blue team coming back up. They're a little bit spread out still, but they are going to group up somewhere, probably around the mid lane. Why are they pinging Baron? Baron is not up. It's not even coming up. Dragon is coming up soon, and with Dragon coming up, they should actually be able to do that in a few seconds. But, well, as I said, Dragon in the late game is not that significant anymore, Because although you do want that 1000 gold if you're standing around for it, you definitely don't want it if you have to let anything go for it. And this team fight is so much more important. Darius getting 1 kill there, and yeah, he's actually going to get a double kill. Triple? No. Actually getting taken out. So, yeah, Draven is still available, and Draven is the man with the damage. He's going to get a double kill here, and just like his brother, he's going to get the triple. Yeah, he's the better brother, man. The triple kill. And are we going to land the kill on the Amumu? Easily done. Easily done. And yep, the ace comes out. And even though these are probably the 2 worst champions to push towers with, they are still going to be able to do it. They're still going to be able to take down this tower, take down the next tower, and maybe even the inhibitor. So one of the inhibitors goes down. Oh, that's a Nexus turret. Hang on. That it's the second Nexus turret goes down as well, and they can actually finish this right here. But Varus is already back up. Thresh is coming back up. Darius is also coming back up. And yeah, so they're not going to be able to finish it right here. They could have, though. If they ran straight for the Nexus, they could have finished it up right here. Because, well, I'm pretty sure they could have done that amount of damage. That's about, well, what's that? 3000 damage? It's about that. Nexus 5500 HP, I believe. So, yeah. They could have definitely done that. Especially because they took out 2 towers. And 2 towers is 2 times something like 2000 HP. It's a little bit more, but, well, you get the point. They would have at least been very, very close. And unfortunately, they did not do that. I didn't even realize they had so many super minions in the base. But hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. And hello, Amumu. Mumu going to try to stay alive, but not managing to do so at all. And they pick up another Baron. Just want to play it safe now. Just going to group up, push in one of the lanes, probably the top lane, to take out that 3rd inhibitor. And going to just group up as a team and just do this as a team. Because this was, of course, over a long time ago. And yeah, that's exactly what we see in all of these tournament games. Well, they are over a long time ago, but they don't want to give up because there is like a 2% chance of them still making it, and they don't want to give away that 2% chance, even though in a normal game they would totally give up at about the halfway point here. So they do get the easy win, because even though it took them quite a long time, they were never in any trouble. They played very carefully, and yeah, especially with that 6-0 Volibear opening. Yeah, that was a pretty big deal. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!